Hi, my name is Pedro Moreira da Silva, and I'm the product designer for the source code group in the create stage of the GitLab product. And today I'm going to share with you the issues that I'm excited to work on and the current milestone 13.3, which is the next version of our product. And today I'm going to talk to you about three things in particular. One thing that we're removing from the experience, one thing that we're adding, and another aspect that we're exploring in the user experience of merge requests, but also issues, epics, and all objects that are very similar in nature with a content area and a sidebar, and we call those issuables. It's the type of object. And so first, the one we're removing. So we've put in some telemetry to gather data on how much this button is being used today, and this is inside the merge request discussions. You have this button to jump to the next unresolved thread, and you can keep clicking these buttons that are available at the bottom of each thread to jump to the next and to the next and so on. But you also have a global button that is available at the top, as you can see here, and the data tells us that if every time this button, the one at the top that is global and is sticky, every time that it is used, this button, which is available in each thread, is only used about 7% of the times. So its usage is very, very low. So what we're going to do is remove this button behind a feature flag, the one available in the threads, see what is the response, and then consider completely removing it from the UI. So that is one thing that we're doing, and we track the data for about 4 months. We're also evaluating removing other buttons or hiding them from the UI. And so there's this issue as well, which I'll paste in the references if you want to see. One thing that we're adding that I'm really excited about, it doesn't have a tremendous amount of design work. It's mostly showing and reusing components that we already have and people are used to in the GitLab experience. And it's in the context of a thread that is commenting on a specific line of a file that was changed. When that line is then eventually changed in a new commit, in a new version, we currently don't display the change that was made. And so this issue is to finally show a little preview of the change that was made after this discussion was started, so that you can see the changes evolving based on the discussion that people are having. So I'm really excited about this new thing that we're adding, this enhancement. And I think it will save people a lot of time and will be very productive. A couple of things that we're exploring are documenting the issuables existing semantic grid. So as I said, issuables is kind of the category of objects where we place issues, merge requests, and epics. And those are kind of the main places for discussion and where work happens inside of GitLab. And so we want to document their semantic grid. And the semantic grid is basically the visual placement and layout of the primary objects, the local and global action, and the attributes of those objects. And you can see in this work in progress Figma file that I'll show you here, the work that I've been doing in documenting and highlighting the different areas pertaining to navigation and location, attributes, object relationships, activity, global actions, local actions, and this is a work that I feel we need to do first before we evolve. And so I think it's really good to see this and then compare with the redesigns that will happen over these different issuables. So merge requests, issues, and epics, and you're free to explore this Figma file. It should be open to everyone. And then parallel and very similar to this issue about the semantic grid is just documenting the conceptual model, and that is just defining the objects themselves and the actions available, and also enumerating the attributes for every object. So this is the visual representation of the conceptual model. The conceptual model will likely expand on that and be more detailed. This is more the visual placement and the layout of these terms and these things, the objects, actions, and attributes. So yeah, this is what I'm excited about. Feel free to comment in these issues. Also in the kickoff update issue itself. And yeah, if you have any questions, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. Thanks for watching and see you next time.